A famous quote, and one that applies to all of us, no matter our age, profession, or moment in time. We all get knocked down, be it a challenging class, wounded heart, or just a bad day. For the Scarlet Knights, it was once again the first quarter.
And New Mexico takes advantage of the Rutgers turnover. 10-5, and he will score the New Mexico touchdown. And it has been a rough first quarter for the Scarlet Knights.
Led by their poised head coach, Chris Ash, Rutgers stayed the course.
Laviano play action. He's going to throw on first down. He's going to go deep. He's going for Juwan Harris. He's got it! Off to the races!
Stayed true to the plan.
Janarian Grant's going to throw it for the end zone. Caught! Touchdown!
Believed in their coaches.
Breaks a tackle inside the 40, to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Untouched for the 80-yard Rutgers touchdown!
Believed in each other.
Grant with a chance.
And they were rewarded.
Has it for the 31. Here we go. Changes direction. Grant with a hole midfield.
Still on his feet to the 30, to the 20.
Janarian Grant, can he do it again?
Touchdown!
Are you serious?
There's no words. There is no words for that. That is insane. My God.
Are you kidding me?
This week on Our Football with Chris Ash, we revisit the Scarlet Knights' come-from-behind victory against New Mexico. We spend some time with defensive coordinator Jay Neiman. We get to know one of the leaders on the defensive line, Julian Penix-Odrick.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
And we look ahead to the Big Ten opener with head coach Chris Ash.
Our next coach has to be a great ambassador for our university, someone who can lead young men, someone who will get our fans hopeful and excited again about Rutgers football. Chris Ash is the right man to lead that effort.
I want to build a first-class program here. It's going to take an extreme amount of work. It's going to take a lot of the right people.
Great timing, Gio!
Going in the same direction. I want to build a fast, physical team that plays with relentless effort.
Janarian Grant, and he's going to do it! What a run by Robert Martin for the score!
Tremendous enthusiasm.
Taken down! What incredible effort!
And plays for each other. A program that the university, the state of New Jersey, high school coaches, and high school players, they want to come here and be a part of it.
Come on, Jabby.
Rutgers rallies again. Hi, everybody. I'm Bruce Beck. Welcome to Our Football with Chris Ash. Well, the Scarlet Knights were down 14-0 to Howard, 21-0 to New Mexico this past week before rallying back for a victory. Coach, did the word panic ever enter your vocabulary?
No, I think we got tremendous character on this football team. I think we got a strong belief in how we're doing business, and I don't think anybody doubted what we were going to do. Nobody flinched, nobody panicked. We just kept coaching, we kept playing, and eventually some guys made some plays. And I think this week we're going to see if we can go down 28-0.
No. Chris Laviano to Juwan Harris was the play, I think, that changed the complexion of the game, a 75-yarder.
Yeah, it was a big play in the game. We needed a big play by somebody. It was a great call by Drew Maringer. It's something I saw in the box.
He's going to go deep. He's going for Juwan Harris. He's got it! Off to the races! Juwan Harris goes 75 yards!
A route by Juwan, and an excellent throw by Chris, and it was well executed and really changed the complexion of the game.
You know he's got speed. He plays football and baseball for Rutgers. Was an all Big Ten freshman team from baseball. He had 37 steals.
So now you're down 21-7, and Janarian Grant becomes the quarterback, throwing the option pass to Andre Patton, who made a brilliant catch.
And now to Grant, throwing for the end zone. Touchdown!
And I love the call, a reverse to Grant.
Drew Marrier told us he's left-handed. Hit.
We've worked on that play in practice several times, and Janarian can do it all. He can run it, he can return it, he can throw it now too. So it was a very well executed play, great catch, and touchdown. And again, another big play that it sparked the crowd and created energy and excitement in the stadium.
And here's Robert Martin right up the middle. Robert Martin, can they catch him? They will not. Touchdown. 80 yards for Martin, and Rutgers a point away from tying things up.
Great blocking up front.
Talking about big plays, Robert Martin goes 80 yards for a touchdown. Do you like his explosiveness?
Yeah, what I really like is the blocking up front on the offensive line to make a play like that, have a chance to go. You know, against the style of defense that New Mexico is running, it's a very aggressive style of play, and if you can get to the second level, then you have a chance to go all the way. And we opened up a hole, Robert hit it, and took off and came out on the other side and scored a touchdown.
So now it's 21-21, and Janarian Grant leave it to him to make another game-breaking play.
Should have a chance at this return. Has it for the 31. Here we go. Changes direction. Grant with a hole midfield. Janarian Grant, can he do it again? Look out! He will! Janarian Grant, touchdown!
I heard you talking about him after the game, saying nothing he does surprises you. But the way he just consistently performs, that's got to be comforting for a head coach.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, we really want that of all of our players. We call it competitive excellence. When your number's called, you're ready to make the play. And right now, Janarian, through 3 weeks, has been able to do that. When his number's called, whether it's offense, special teams, he's making plays and giving us a chance to either get back in a game or score more points, whatever he needs to do. And really happy for that kid and the way he works right now, his attitude, his approach to football. I really like where he's at.
In the second half, you held the Lobos to 76 total yards. Is that the trenches? Is that the guys doing their job?
Yeah, it's really a team effort because when you play an offense like that, you do have to play well up front on the D-line, but you've got to play well on the perimeters, at linebacker and safety. And you got to do a great job in coverage because it's cover zero. It's pure man across the board most of the game. And it was a great team effort on defense to be able to rebound from the first half, or first quarter, I should say, that we had.
Pressure, Apodaca sacked.
Julian Penix-Odrick had a terrific game, a career-high 12 tackles, 1.5 for sacks. Did you like his aggressiveness?
Yeah, I thought the D-line overall played exceptionally well on Saturday, made some really big plays after the first quarter.
High snap, handled, but then Owens is taken down for a loss.
That allowed us to make stops and force them to punt and get off the field. And JPO led that crew. Darius Hamilton had another great game, and he just keeps getting better. Julian plays with a lot of energy, a lot of juice. He tries to do things right, and he had a great game.
The fifth-year senior, Greg Jones, whenever there's a big play, we seem to be calling his name. Why is that?
He just runs to the ball. He does his job. He does it with relentless strain. He's always around the ball.
Can't do much here. Owens not going to get away. Finally ripped down by Greg Jones.
I like what he brings. That's why he earned the starting role the way he did during training camp because he was always around the ball in practice too.
And I heard you talking after the game about the student section and the support that you got. How vital is that to this program?
It's everything. We want to be able to create an environment in the stadium where our players get excited about coming out here. Recruits get excited about coming here, and fans get excited about coming to the stadium, and it all starts with the student section. And the way that they showed up the first couple home games, I'm really excited about them and the way we can continue to build it.
Our football with Chris Ash rolls on. Later in the show, we'll talk about the first Big Ten game of the year against the Iowa Hawkeyes coming up this Saturday.
Takes a big hit again as he airs it down the sideline. The pass is incomplete, and that pop came from Julian Penix-Odrick.
Julian Penix-Odrick, 12 tackles, a career high in the ball game against New Mexico, which turned out to be a Scarlet Knights victory. How did you feel about your performance?
I mean, you know, the stats are cool, but I think as a D-line, we played well. I could have done a lot of things better personally. I had a couple MAs. You know, that I had to hear about when I got back. But, you know, at the same time, it's definitely something you want to see, you know, more than that. You know, guys, you know, like Darnell Davis, Miles Nash, Kevin Wilkins, guys who are a little bit more behind the scenes, don't get as much credit all the time, having good games. So I was appreciative.
Amataka is going to be sacked here. Julian Penix-Odrick.
In trouble, and McGee is sacked. Julian Penix-Odrick with the sack.
How does a youngster deal with adversity? What's your message? What's your suggestion?
You know, like Coach Ash would always say, trust your training. I mean, you got to trust the things that you do. You know, have confidence and know that, you know, every down is the next down. Same things that were told to me. You can't get too strung up on what happened as much, and you have to worry about what you're going to do to change the result.
What do you think of Coach Ash and the new overall philosophy and the overall system and the whole coaching staff?
Yeah, I'm enjoying myself. I'm enjoying it a lot. It's a lot of fun that goes on, but at the same time, it's a whole lot of work. It's a whole lot of work, and I think you know, we could take a moment to step back and have fun. But at the same time, when it's time to work, it's time to work. And I think we're learning that, you know, especially with all the young guys. I'm trying to, you know, learn how to lead within that, while at the same time having fun, but making sure that we're tightened up and focused on the task ahead. And so I think Coach Ash puts a lot on the leadership, puts a lot on the players, puts a lot on the better players on the team or the older players on the team to help lead the team.
When you look at this Rutgers football team and what they're trying to accomplish in the Big Ten Conference, where do you think this program is now to where it's heading?
Yeah, I just don't, you know, sometimes it feels like we haven't even scratched the potential of where we can be. And we're not even close, but you know what? I think we're getting better every week. Every week I see certain things. And I made this comparison before. It's like driving a stick. I drive a stick now. And it's like you won't know how you respond to things until you're actually in the situation. You'll never know. Nobody can teach you, you know, when this situation comes up, this is what needs to happen type of deal. And you have to go through it as a team. You take your lumps and your bumps, you know, and as guys go through situations, we're able to handle them a little bit better the next time on. But, you know, I really see this team going far.
You're a New Jersey guy, a Montclair Mountie, who I remember covering for many years. How do you get other kids from New Jersey to buy in and want to be a part of something special here at Rutgers?
Yeah, I think that's one of the big things, you know, with me coming here is that I was from Jersey, but it's really just think about, you know, your state, you know, representing where you're from, especially me being from Montclair. It's definitely awesome to play in the home state of where I'm from and bringing that, everything you represent as a person or whatever school you've gone to the college level, to the Division I A level, and saying, oh, here we are, and this is what we represent.
Talk about the family pride and the fact that you've got NFL in your blood. What does it mean to you, and how did it shape you?
It means a lot, man. You have somebody that, you know, that you grew up knowing, that, so close to you, playing on Sundays and doing something that, we all revere. I mean, everybody in the country loves NFL football, and I think college football players really look up to those guys. But to have somebody doing it, we'll kind of have somewhat of an inside scoop as to what goes on in the league and the type of things that you see, and somebody playing right alongside some of the greatest players that ever played a game is awesome.
Julian, someday I hope I see you in the NFL. But for now, do some good work for the Scarlet Knights.
For sure. Appreciate it.
That's number 53, Julian Penix-Odrick out of Montclair, New Jersey, one of the Garden State's own. We'll be right back.
Together, we will make history. Join us today in writing the next chapter in Rutgers athletics. It's time for every member of Rutgers Nation to step up and pledge to this campaign to raise $100 million. Our coaches are in. Our administrators are in. Now we need you. Are you in?
Oh my goodness! Wow. What a win for Rutgers!
And the Scarlet Knights have done it again!
Get loose, get ready to compete, man. Get ready to compete.
Jay Neiman is your defensive coordinator. When you look at the defensive side of the football here, do you have an overall philosophy?
Yeah, I do. For us on defense, it's going to be about playing with tremendous effort.
Quick, feel some urgency out of you now. Urgency! Pick it up a little bit. Here we go.
It's going to be about fundamentals, and we're going to build a tough-nosed, disciplined defense.
You're going to duplicate assignment with that defensive end. If you stay outside, you're coming into the B gap now, right? Come on, Battle, work at it for me now. Work at it. Let's go. Good job. Now, realize this. You're going to beat the guard down the field, so you need to take his place in the net, right?
When you combine effort with toughness and execution, I think you have a chance to have success on defense.
How bad do you want to be great? Run through it. Finish the drill. Finish the drill. Better show me something off that edge. That's all I can tell you.
And Jay and I have been working together for a long, long time. He was my coach. Over the last 15 to 20 years, we've talked defensive football, if not every week, every other week.
Hit! Find it. Better. And Reek, jump over here. Solomon, let's go. Max, let's go. Fill in the offense, man.
We think alike. We have similar thoughts and beliefs on the way defense should be played and how you're going to coach it.
In pull schemes, where you're getting down blocks and a puller now. You're boxing to the safety, right? Make sure your entry into that gap, you've got enough depth, right? You don't want to come in so flat that you don't have a good angle to get into the gap.
For me, being a defensive guy, not being in the room every single day, I needed a defensive coordinator that had a lot of the same beliefs as me.
Keep him on the inside of you, right? Keep him on this shoulder, right? That's where you start. That's where he started, right? Keep him there. Don't let him come back the other side of you. Here we go. First look, coming right here. Pick it up a little mountain.
So when I'm not in the room, I know how it's being coached. I know how it's being taught. It's going to be aligned with what I want, and Jay was a home run with that.
Good job right there. That's a baby. Smart football right there. Good job.
Third straight home game for the Scarlet Knights, and this time it's the Big Ten opener for 2016. Chris Ash, you ready?
I'm ready.
Ever ready?
I'm ready. We got to get the players ready. I think they are. We're excited about this opportunity. I mean, that's what we train for year-round is for our conference play, and we got a great opponent coming in to open the Big Ten play in Iowa, and it's going to be a great test for us.
Your defensive coordinator, Jay Neiman, is a guy from Iowa, and his two sons will be playing for the Hawkeyes against him this Saturday. What about that personal story?
You don't see that very often in college football. I feel bad for his wife. She's gonna figure out where her allegiance lies this Saturday.
It's Ben Neiman with the pick. Threw it right at him.
It's a unique situation. It's actually really cool for their family to be able to. We knew this was going to happen when we came and he decided to come, but it's here. And, he's focused and locked in on our preparations and our game and going out and winning. They actually were joking about they usually call their sons and tell them, hey, good luck next week, but they're not doing it. He's not, at least this week.
Their rushers, Daniels and Wadley, are averaging 5.7 and 7.6 yards per carry. How worried are you about their rushing attack?
You got to play well on the line of scrimmage. It's a line of scrimmage football game. Whenever you play Iowa, you got to do well in the trenches on defense, and you got to do well in the trenches on offense to be able to beat a team like this. But they have consistently run the ball well for years, and this year is no different.
And they have a cornerback, Desmond King, who was a Jim Thorpe Award winner last year. He's an All-America candidate. Yeah. Does he lead their D overall?
Yeah, I mean, he's he's a tremendous player. He's a punt returner, kick returner also, so he's dynamic on special teams. But we'd mentioned Greg Jones always been around the ball. Desmond King's always around the ball making plays, whether it's in the run game, the pass game with interceptions, PBUs, he's always around the ball.
So here we go. The Big Ten slate every week is a challenge. Is this what it's all about? Is this what you embrace as a head coach?
Yeah, I mean, if you're scared of this challenge or these opportunities, probably in the wrong place. But that's why we came here, to get a chance to compete in the best league in America. And it's here, it's finally here, and we're excited to get going.
What do you want from your fans this weekend, Coach?
Show up loud, cheer, and help us go on to victory.
They've been great so far.
Yeah, they've been great. And I really appreciate the fans, the students that come out and support us every single Saturday. That's what these players need. That's what they want. We're ready to go play a game, but when our home fans are here cheering us on, it makes it that much more special.
First of 9 games against Big Ten opponents. Are you eager to get it going?
Yeah, absolutely. We can't wait. Hopefully this place will be jumping here on Saturday, and we're excited to go out and compete again.
Coach, good luck.
Thank you.
That's it for this edition of Our Football with Chris Ash. We'll see you next week, everybody.